Alo ạ.
Dạ alo ạ.
Bình á. Anh chuyển
Dạ
bạn Bình
vâng.
vào nhé.
Dạ vâng.
Anh ơi, không bảo là cho lớp cũ của em nhá. Anh ơi.
Alo bạn Hải VT3.
Dạ.
Mình chuyển bạn Hải vào lớp nhé.
I'm working and doing my homework.
Ah, very productive day,
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say. Yes, that's good on a Thursday in the week. And can you shortly introduce yourself to Chacha Wal?
Yeah. My name is Hoa. I'm 43 years old. I live and work in Đắk Lắk province. I work as a public servant for the local authority. It's nice
Perfect.
to see you. Yeah.
Yes. Welcome to the class. And can you tell us, Hoa, do you think money is important for choosing a job?
Yes, I do. I think money is one an important factor for choosing a job.
Very clear. And what jobs do you think are well paid these days?
I think these days there are a lot of work that are well paid, but I think maybe some jobs as follow: business advisor or business expert, marketing researchers, architect, advertisement, IT, informatic technology, logistics, etc. I think yes. Some maybe some jobs, maybe lawyer, Yeah, lawyer or doctor.
I like that. Very good words. Especially architect and a lawyer, I think, are good jobs which are well paid. Nicely said. Welcome to the
Yeah.
class. And good afternoon, Chat Chawal.
Afternoon, teacher.
Welcome.
I will introduce myself. My
Yes,
name,
please.
my name is Chachawan. I am 48 years old. I live in Thailand at the Trang province, the south of Thailand. My job work about real estate.
Interesting. You're like a real estate agent, or are you more like a
I
engineer?
about investor. I buy the land and house and
Yeah,
to sell land and house.
interesting. That's an interesting job. Very well. And Chachiawal, do you think money is an important factor for choosing a job?
Yes, I do. I think money is very important. What job that we choose?
Yes, I personally agree with that as well. And can you tell us about a few jobs that you think are well paid these days?
I think to well paid this the job is about specialist job. Example, doctor or pharmacologist or engineering or lawyer.
Yeah,
Law-
very good. You like that? I like that. Yeah, a lawyer, for example, as well. Perfect. Very good introduction, students. And in today's lesson, I will practice with you the vocabulary. We have 6 words, and I will ask you to make sentences using these words. After the vocabulary, we go to a grammar structure. And I'll explain this later on. And then in the end of the lesson, you will discuss together about the well-paid jobs in 2015. And of course, I will help you with any grammar or pronunciation mistakes. And also, if you have any questions, or you just like me to explain something, just let me know. I'll raise your hand and then I will answer your question. All right, so let's start. And first, I would like us to answer the following question. What qualities do you need to have a well-paid job? What kind of skills? Or maybe what kind of degrees, certificates? So can you tell us, what qualities do you need to have a well-paid job? And let's start with Hua.
Yeah, I think the quality which we need to have a well-paid jobs is the first one. I think is a good education degree, like BA, like MA, or PhD. The second one, I think we must have the good skills, good experience, and train on the field we want to apply. I think that we become an expert. And the third one, I think we should have a good health to do the job. And next, I think we must have some other quality like honesty, active, and carefulness, and etc.
That's already a nice list of qualities. I think that's a very good point. Starting off with having a good degree, then also having certain specific skills or knowledge about the field you're working in, and having good health. I like that. It's a good point. And Chachiawal, What qualities do you need to have? Huh?
Yes, I think it's about the work that you say. If you be the specialist, that doctor and specialist, you must have a degree of the patient of specialist.
Yes.
With degree.
Yes, excellent. Remember a little bit that SK, huh? So skill.
And if you want to make about business, you must have knowledge and experience about job.
Good, perfect. Yeah, having the experience and knowledge of the field that you are working in.
Okay.
Huh? So that's a nice way to say it. Huh? The field you are working in. Do we understand this word? The field? This is your trade, your business, the kind of job that you do, the field that you are working in. Very good. So let's continue to our vocabulary for today. And we have a few words related to a certain type of job. We have a dentist, accountant, journalist, and then we have salary and well paid. And as last, we have lawyer. So let's first practice the pronunciation of these words. So, Chatyawal, please read all 6 words.
Dentist, accountant, journalist, salary, well paid, lawyer.
Yeah, very good. So a law has a lawyer. It is y. Lawyer.
Lawyer.
Yes, perfect. Very good. Yeah. And then let's go to Hua.
Dentist, accountant, journalist, salary, well paid, lawyer.
Very good. Perfect. And then let's go to the definitions. So students, I would like you first to read a definition, also match the definition with its correct word, and then after that make a sentence using that word. But first, let's say hello to Samchai.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah. Yes.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Good.
I cannot see you.
You cannot see me. 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hua, Chatyawal, can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
So then Samchai, I would say refresh. Do you understand? Refresh.
Can you refresh?
Yeah. Very well. So let's start with Hua. For you,
Yeah.
definition A.
A person who is trained and qualified to advise people about the law. I think this definition matches with number 6, lawyer.
Perfect. Yeah, a lawyer. Yes. And can you make for us a sentence using lawyer?
Lawyer is his career.
Interesting. Yeah. If you say it like that, then we have to say being a lawyer. So being a lawyer is his career. Yeah. Like this. So he is a lawyer. So you should say being a lawyer is his career.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the rest, good sentence. All right. And then let's go to Lang. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher, and good afternoon, Hua. I'm Lang. I live in Hanoi City. I'm 27 years old. Nice to meet you.
A pleasure having you again in the class, Lang. And first, please read all 6 words.
Dentist, accountant, journalist, salary, well paid, law.
Yeah, one more time. So number 3. Remember how we have here the je. Journalist. Journalist.
Journalist,
With an n. Journalist.
journalist,
Yeah, the N, the letter, so you just stop with the letter R. List. Journalist.
journalist,
Yeah, gets better. And then with number 6, very understandable. So the letter Y is a Y. Lawyer.
lawyer,
Perfect. Much better. And then also, for you, definition B.
a person whose job is to keep or check financial accounts.
Yes.
I think accountant.
Perfect. Yeah. Very good. And can you make a sentence using accountant?
She is good accountant.
Yeah, I would say use the article. So she is a good accountant.
Yes.
Use the article. But for the rest, good sentence, Lang. Thank you. And then let's go back to Samchai. Can you see me?
Yeah. Sorry for pop. I have some problem. Okay. I'm ready. Okay.
Perfect. Yes. So let's start with
Okay. Let's start.
reading all 6 words in column B.
6 words in column B. One is dentist. Second is accountant. Third is journalist. Salary. Well paid. Lawyer.
Yeah. Remember your letter R, number 4. Salary. Salary.
Salary.
Good, Samchai. And also definition C.
Definition C. Meaning that employee receives for doing salary.
Yeah, salary.
Salary.
Yeah, we'll practice that one. It's a common pronunciation point I've learned these weeks, Samchai, and that sometimes with the Thai language, you like to pronounce the letter R as an L sound, but we have to say an R, R. So salary.
Salary.
The R is good. Perfect. And can you make a sentence using salary?
Salary. Make a sentence.
Yeah.
salary. If you want to have a good salary, you have to work hard.
Good. Perfect. I agree. Nicely said. All right. And then let's go to Chachawal. For you, definition D.
A person whose job is to take care of people's teeth. Match with dentist. Number 1, dentist.
Excellent. Yeah, the dentist. Very well. Yes. And they take care of your teeth or they fix your teeth if necessary. Perfect. And can you make a sentence, Chachawal, using dentist?
Okay. Today I have toothache, so I go to the dentist.
Good. Perfect. Yeah, toothache, and then we go to the dentist. Perfect. All right. Then I would like to go back to Miss Hoa. For you, definition E.
A person whose job is to collect and write news stories for newspapers, magazines. I think this definition is matches with number 3, journalist.
Perfect. Yeah, a journalist. Very well. And please make a sentence.
He is a famous journalist in the local.
Ah, he is a famous journalist in the local. You cannot say the local. Because what is happening here is that you have an article plus an adjective. So there's something missing here in your structure. The local. We need a noun. So the local.
I changed my sentence. He is a famous journalist in our province.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, you can say in our local community, for example.
Yes.
Local community, that's a nice way, or a local society. There's also a nice one to say, local society. That's a nice way to use the adjective local. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last one for Lang. Definition F.
Earning or providing a lot of money. It's well paid.
Yeah, well paid. Perfect. And remember, well paid, the A here is adjective. Remember that. So that's the A here is an adjective. And can you make a sentence using well paid?
I want to have well paid in my job.
I want to have well paid. Remember, if you talk about the subject I want, and then you want to use an adjective, use to be. I want to be well paid. Or if you want to use to have, you have to combine that with a noun length. So I want to have a well-paid job, for example, or well-paid position. Do you understand the difference, Lang?
Yes, I understand.
Yes, so to be and the adjective, and to have plus the adjective and noun. Okay? Very good. So I would say, students, let's continue to our grammar for today. And we're going to use it's necessary, or necessary, and we're going to combine that with to plus the verb in the infinitive. It is necessary. If we use that, it means it is very important. We really need this. You really need to have this. It matters. So it is necessary to plus a verb in the infinitive and an object. For example, it's necessary to be responsible. And we have a few options. We can see work overtime, be able to handle pressure, be flexible, have skills, have experience, or have the ability to do the job. I would like you to choose one of these pictures and make a sentence with the given structure. And let's start with Chachawan.
Sorry, I cannot see the page.
Ah, you cannot see the page. Then again, I would say, please refresh your website. Okay? Yeah, and then let's go to Samchai.
Okay. Work overtime.
Yes, go ahead, or you can choose another one. Absolutely no problem.
It's necessary to work overtime for this week.
Ah, yeah, for example. Perfect. And then let's go to Hua.
Yeah. It's necessary to be able to handle pressure.
Yeah, I think that's a very important quality, is that when we want to have a well-paid job, most of the time we have to handle a lot of pressure to get well-paid. Good, very good. And then Lang?
It is necessary to be able to handle pressure.
Yeah, with a pressure.
Pressure.
The pressure. Yeah, good. And Chachawal, can you see the slide? Chachawal? I'm really sorry, Chachawal, but I cannot hear you. So if you can hear me, please refresh your web page one more time. Okay? So when we are waiting, I would say, let's make another sentence. So Lang, can you make one more sentence?
It is necessary to have skills.
Good, very good. And Samchai, can you make another sentence?
People who work in field of R&D necessary to be flexible about thinking.
Perfect. Very good. It goes very well, students. So I would say let's continue to our conversation for today. Student A, your friend and you are talking about your dream job. You like a well-paid job. Tell your friend about that. Student B, your friend and you are talking about your friend's dream job. She or he likes a well-paid job. Give her some advice on the challenges of a well-paid job. The challenges, the difficulties, etc. So I like to start with Lang and Samchai. And Lang, do you want to be student A or student B?
I want to student B.
Perfect. Absolutely no problem. Yeah. So then I would say, Samchai, please discuss together with Lang about your dream job.
I like a well-paid job. Tell your friend about that. Now, what happened? Or I graduated in biotechnology. So after I graduate, I want to go to the factory. And how about you? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
I think if you like a well-paid job, you are necessary have a skill, and you should work overtime, and you should have experience, and you should have ability to do the job and be able to handle pressure. And I think the most important, you should confidence in yourself.
Sorry, can you explain me again?
Go ahead, Lang. One more time. Lang?
Hello. And how about you? What kind of job do you want to work?
I think it's a short dream of in love big. You can do it.
Yes, that's a nice thing in general, but Lang,
Yes.
what is your dream job?
Your dream job.
I have a lot of dreams about salary, and experience, and success.
Yes. In what job do you want to become a famous dancer,
Yeah.
or dance instructor? What kind of work do you like, Leng?
Mm. Mm. I think I want to I want to become a good teacher dance sport.
Yes, a good teacher in dance sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. And do you know how we call most of the time a person who designs dance? Have you heard a choreographer? Have you heard about this job, Leng? I think this is very interesting for you in the future.
I don't know what it means.
So, this is a person who has the skill of combining movements into dances to be performed. And so when you see the big shows, many people always have to dance together and they always look very nice. So behind that performance, there is a teacher, a choreographer, the person who designs the dance, who thinks about how we walk, what kind of movements we use. The choreographer, Leng. Yeah.
Yes.
Perhaps an interesting future job for you. And also well respected and probably also well paid. Leng.
Yes, I think it is it has well paid.
Perfect. Good. I like it. And then I would like to give the word to Hoa and Chachawo.
Yes.
I think Hoa is still busy. One more time. Hoa. Okay, so let's start with you, Chachawo, and let's pair you with Samchai. So Samchai, can you ask Chachawo about his dream job, etc.?
Chachawan,
Yes.
what about your dream job? What you want to do?
Okay. My dream job now is I want to be an investor. Investor work about the stock marketing. Yes. My idol investor is Warren Buffett. You know.
Yes, I know.
Yes, of course we do. Mr. Buffett, yes.
Yes, Mr. Buffett.
Yeah, it's a good example of somebody who did well being an investor. Yes. And what makes you want to be an investor, Chachawo?
What makes me? I see the stock market in Thailand is a well-paid job to do. If we have more knowledge and more experience, we will get take profit at the stock market very much.
Yeah. And Samchai, can you also ask maybe about this part?
And now you are the investor now?
Yes.
Just one year. Oh, okay.
Now I am
How long
investor.
have you been?
I am an investor for about 10 years.
10 years. Is a good? It's good job for you?
I think it's a good job. Yes. but I work at the real estate too. I think real estate, real estate is a stable job more than. But but investor is more challenge for me.
Okay. The real estate is okay, well paid too. I think it can make more money.
Yes, real estate is very good.
Perfect. Very good, Chachewal. Good answers. Somchai, good questions. And let's see, Miss Hua. Still busy. All right. So let's continue to I'm sorry for my webcam, by the way, students. I'm not so sure. I'm trying to add all kinds of things, but it's not very good today. So looking at today's structure, we have to clearly understand the use of the infinitive. So the structure is not the verb to work. Looking at the sentence, it's necessary to work overtime. So you think that's a verb. I can use that in all kinds of ways. I can use it in the present tense, I can use it in the past tense, I can use it for the verbing. It's necessary working overtime. No, because the structure is not to work, it's necessary to, and then we have something after that. And that's the use of the infinitive. So in this structure, we have it's necessary to, and then plus the verb in the infinitive. And it's very important to remember here what the use is of the infinitive. So clearly said, the use of the infinitive is only the bare verb, as I would say. So for example, the verb to work becomes work. And that's it. So we cannot have I worked, or he works, or I'm working. No, not allowed. So that's the use of the infinitive, that we only have the bare form of the verb. So hence, it's necessary to work overtime. But for today, no problems here, so that was a good job. And then practicing the ending sounds of this word, of these words. The first one is with a K. Work.
Work.
And then the second one is with a D. A word.
Word.
Yeah. So we still have a lot of work to do with the word formation. So let's start with Leng. Please read the words and the sentence.
Work. Word. We still have a lot of work to do with the word formation.
Perfect. Chachewal?
Yes. Work and work. Make a sentence. I like to work about real estate.
Perfect. For example. Yeah. And then Somchai?
We still have a lot of work to do with the word formation.
Mm-hmm.
Work.
Good. Clear and no problems. Words. The first one is number 3. That we have that letter G. So we have journey. List. Journalist. How shall I remember that? Journalist. And then the letter R. Salary.
Salary.
Salary. Salary.
Salary.
Yeah. So the thing is here that you can see in the transcription, you have the letter E, which is upside down. That's an So salary. Salary.
Salary.
Good. Good. And then the last one, the letter Y, is a Y. Lawyer. Lawyer.
Lawyer.
Perfect. So that was a little bit for the pronunciation here. For the rest, we did very good. And I'd just like to point out a few grammar structures for today. So when we start to build a sentence, we have to be aware of the sentence. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong one. Okay. So we had the sentence structure. My keyboard is not working. Let's quickly say, so be plus an adjective. So for example, I am well paid. And then the other one, to have plus an adjective plus a noun. I have. Gotta be. I'm sorry, students. There's something wrong with the software. I'm not sure what's happening. I have a well-paid job. Yeah. So you cannot say I have well-paid. That's not possible. Yeah. So I am well-paid. I have a well-paid job. That's one. And another one to remind you also, I think, so use, why is that always, sorry, I'm a little bit, I don't press enter, but it goes enter, I don't know why. So, so use articles in your sentence, yeah? And so articles, for example, and and the. So I am teacher. That is not correct, students. You should say I am a teacher. Yeah, that's what we call use the article. So that's something for today I want you to be aware of as well. And for the rest, the last one, if you want to say, let's call it the rule of verbing here, to use a verb as a subject. So what I want to say is, so being a lawyer is his career. So you cannot say lawyer is his career. No, being a lawyer is his career. So you have to put that in the verbing for today. Okay, for the rest, I think we did very well in today's lesson. Maybe that we have an interesting job for Lang to remember, that we call that the dance instructor. Or you can call that the choreographer. That was a nice job for today. For the rest, students, I think we did very well. We talked about the words related to well-paid jobs. We had the grammar structure, it's necessary to, plus the verb and the infinitive object. as well as we had a discussion about your dream job and the well-paid jobs. So, if you would like to practice a little bit more about job, we have an interesting course on the website. The job interviews can be of good use for your English. For the rest, overall, I think we did very well, students. So I simply want to ask you, do we have any last questions for this lesson?
Yeah, may I have a question?
Ah, Miss Hua, yes.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I would like to ask about what differences between salary and wage. Can you
Nothing.
explain? Yeah.
The same. Wage. Yeah. So
Yeah.
a wage is an income, is a salary. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes in English we have multiple words because of history of different areas in the world we speak English. So you have the different for the same meaning. So wage is income, is salary.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very similar words. Yeah?
Cô chỉ dám
So,
BT23.
an income can also be from investments. For example, that you invest in the stock market, you get an income from that. Or a company's profit, little small